Okay, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Drolet. This is Roland A. Drolet. I'm going to present a short video clip of this 10 video clip series. And this one, the sixth one, is about electrophysics, human body chemistry. For instance, the transformation of ADP into ATP. ADP is adenosine triphosphate, and ATP is adenosine triphosphate, which is like a battery, a power supply for our muscle. So this is vital to convert ADP to ATP, and when you contract your muscle, when the energy is used, it reverts to ADP, and then I will show you that with the impulse across the cell membrane that we call nerve action potential, actually this stimulates the production of ATP. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about that and about rheumatoid nervous resonance, the bioelectric impulse produced by the rheumatoid system, which are really in resonance with the synapse of the nervous system, as is well demonstrated in two videos, IRI1 and RII1 to 5. This is 68 minute and 20-minute video where you see 16 people being stimulated simultaneously with a MBI 1000 miniature rheumatoid system that uses not more energy than an electric shaver. So that's really showing a practical demonstration that with minimal energy, just about the energy used by an electric shaver, you can actually stimulate 16 people connected to the 4 channel, or 4 each channel of the MBI 1004 super tense unit connected to the MBI 1000. Okay, now just to come back to this diagram, I've talked a bit about the rheumatoid nervous resonances. Now I want to talk about the bioelectric ATP generation from ADP, adenosine diphosphate. What I've realized, of course there are molecules involved there, but what I've discovered in a reference in actual medical microbiology written by 3 PhD, actually what I've realized that with the 4 or 5 different steps in the conversion of ADP to ATP, this is a multiple of 0.07 electron volt energy that's involved. In other words, when we have a nerve action potential across the cell membrane, it is just the right energy to help pass ADP to the next molecule and then to the next. So it's a multiple of 0.7. It could be 3 times that, 6 times that, or 1 time, or 7 times that. So that's interesting because it's like these explosion or nerve action potential really have the right energy to stimulate the production of ATP, which is the energy source of life action in your muscle. So of course when your muscle contracts, this reverts to ADP, and then this is a cycle. Of course there are other molecules involved, but that's interesting to realize. For the first time, I've never seen this discussed anywhere, to realize that there seems to be a resonance between the nerve action potential energy and the different step of energy required to produce ATP. Now, of course, this is discussed the rheumatoid nervous resonances at the synaptic level. This is discussed in the Rheumatoid Journal #1, written in March 1990. That is 25 years ago. And this is available free in English in the Rodrol.org website. Okay, and this is written if you go at Rodrol University, left menu, you will see one section talking about Rheumatoid Journal, and in the #1 you will see detailed analysis of the resonance between rheumatoid and the nervous system, especially at the synaptic level. Also, as far as the conversion of ADP to ATP, and also of the effect of discharge of across the cell membrane, you will see the discussion about this in the book Self-Medicine and Rheumatoid Miracle, written by myself in the year 2014. Now, just a little bit about the basic phenomenon involved that I just talked about. I have just illustrated here. Suppose this are the two plates of a condenser, metallic plate, and here with a ping pong ball that is painted with aluminum, okay, you can actually have a high voltage source here, DC voltage, and the ping pong ball will act like a charge transport molecule across the cell membrane. So this is a macroscopic reproduction of the phenomenon. And here you see, if you don't have the ping pong ball and you increase the voltage across here, and if you have a candle ionizing the air between the plates, you will see as you increase the voltage, the current will increase if the air is ionized with a candle, and then you reach a plateau when most of the air here will be ionized, so they can conduct electricity, these molecules, because they are ionized. And when you reach a high enough voltage, which is about something like 75,000 volts per inch, or 20 or 30 volts per centimeter, then you reach what we call the threshold voltage for disruptive discharge across the cell membrane or in the air, which causes electric lightning. So here you have a plot of the voltage versus pressure multiplied by distance between the plate. But if we take the distance, voltage divided by distance, that would be the electric field. And against the pressure, we would get the same curve, roughly. But then we will see that for a certain pressure, okay, you have a minimum voltage threshold to get the disruptive impulse across the cell membrane or electric lightning in the atmosphere. Okay, so this is called the Paschen's law, not patience, but Paschen's law. This is described in a basic electricity and physics book by Bruhat, B-R-U-H-A-T, and again in the book Self-Medicine and Rheumatoid Miracle. At these pages you can see details of that. Okay, so I think I've covered the essential to show you that actually we can be really stimulated by the fact that these resonance impulses not only act to relax the nervous system, but are even involved in the production of the ATP, which is a basic molecule producing energy in your muscle and in your system. So I think that this is, of course, a short introduction, but it shows you the interrelation or the relationship between lightning across cell membrane, atmospheric lightning, okay, and also what we could visualize and experiment with parallel plate capacitor, let's say separated by 6 or 8 inches, and we can even study the ionization of the air effect and also the threshold voltage required for electric lightning in the atmosphere or across cell membrane. So these are the basic phenomenon I wanted to introduce in this video clip of the 10 video clip series, and I wish you well, and take the time to think about it and to see the references, and I think you will enjoy deepen your knowledge of the basis of bioelectricity and pulse electromagnetic field, in particular the Raumont bioelectric stimulation type that we have called the electro-spiritual meditation method. So it can be viewed as a meditation method and as a therapy, a self-therapy for everybody. Okay, so thank you very much, and I wish you well until the next video.